Hi, Charmaine. Hey, hi. Hi, Anissa. Hello, everyone. Yeah, I think I'm looking at my screen, so I'm just gonna wait for a while until. Hi, Lofi. Hi, Sylvain. So I'm like looking at two phones right now, so I can see that the other one is a bit slower. So I'll be like slightly slower in reacting. Azwani Jirui. Hello. So just wait for a while, see if you can get some some people to come in. Alamak, no meow lah. I don't know where she is. She's always hiding, but I've got this meow. Yeah, I got this too. Okay, we got about what? Yeah, my husband is joining for whatever reason. Get out now while you're still alive. Okay, I think it's about 9:01 now. Actually, I wanted to share about my Jibun days. But we'll see a little bit on what I already have. I think I've started using Jibun 2019. So I've got three books now. So I got this one. This is when I started. Then I got the 2020. And the 2021. So yeah, I sort of did that to cover my Jibun. So hello everyone. Hello Vivi. Hello Nas. Alright, so I'm just going to start off. Dah lama tak buat live, so I'm like we'll try. Actually this started, I didn't actually want to buy the days, but I was invited to talk with the creator of Jibun Techo. So Mr. Hideaki Sakuma, yeah. So he started explaining on the days, why he created days after he created Jibun Techo Diary, Jibun Techo Business, you know. So I thought it would be great if I give it a try, because I wanted to actually move from just doing diary to actually planning the personal part of your life, of my life, you know. So let's see what they have. So I bought this in Ziply. I talked to Joy Chong, I think. Hi Nas. So what happens is that she was while we were talking, she was saying that you cannot find this anymore in the market right now. So even the people overseas like US and Canada and everywhere else cannot find this anymore. The jet pants is, you know, out of stock. So when I was buying this, there was some pink colors, a red one, and I think two yellow ones or something like that. Yeah. So when I bought this, I think I got the last yellow, because after that someone went to Ziply and they couldn't find any more yellow. So the Days Mini, I think if you go into Ziply, you will get a special price if you are a member. So let me show you first. So it comes like this. So it says Days Mini, log your life, and you know, and then this is the first portion, which is the first 6 months, and then this is the second portion, which is the second 6 months, July to December. And then they gave you this. I guess this is from Kokuyo, Malaysia. The standard for Malaysia holidays, and the calendar for 2021, and this, of course, right? So let me just show you why after he explains, I feel that I think that it's good to have a Days Mini. By the way, if you have any question, you know, just type it in and I'll try, and because I'm looking at the other my iPad, so I can see your questions. So this is the front page. I took the yellow color, so I'll just take this out. As usual, it comes with a simple plastic cover. Starts out with the calendar, so 2021, 2020, okay, and 2022, and then you have the whole year. Okay, for 2021, is, you know, in a little bit of detail, but you need to put in your own holidays, because this is based on Japanese holidays, the Japan holidays. Okay, and then if you see, this is slightly different from the Jibun Techo Diary. So let me show you 2021. So you have a few that is the same, but not exactly the same. So, you know, you can see this is the same. Okay, up to this point, this is the same. Then you will see in Jibun Techo, they have the age chart and the My Dream 2021. So he figured out we don't need this age chart because it's more towards the Japanese, so you would know, you know, your age, okay, in Japanese calendar. So we have our own, you know, the Chinese calendar and whatnot. So instead, in the days, it starts off immediately to My Dream, okay, and then to My Event. So it just goes to 12 months, 2022 and 2023. I guess this is what your dreams are, and I need to translate this. I'm not too sure what it is. I have not gone through the list. So I guess your dream and whether you can achieve them. And then the event for the year. Okay, I should move my... Yeah, okay. And then it has a 100 wishes list, which is very interesting because if I'm not mistaken, the 100 wishes list also appears in Jibun Techo Diary. Just slightly different, just like that. Okay. And this is inside the days because it's smaller. Okay, and then there's a list of, I guess you can have, people who are OCD or, crazy about lists, they can have their own list here. there's like 4 pages, 5 pages, 6 pages of list. Okay, so I guess you can have any types of list here. A list of things to do maybe. I'm not too sure. We can figure out, you know, what we want to do in regards to this list. And then it immediately goes into January. So if you see for Techo Diary, it doesn't do that. It actually starts, well, it actually has habits. Okay, so this is habit for every month, and then it goes to month. Okay, then only it goes to month. So in this case, it goes straight to month, no habits. Yay. I'll be failing my habits all the time, so we'll probably put the habit somewhere else. But you have this at the bottom, so you could use it, you know, for something that links back to your month. So this is the month, so it immediately goes to the month. It's very interesting. I find that you know, because it's going, like, it's supposed to stop here, because your second book is like July, isn't it? But it doesn't stop at 7. It just says 7 and 8. So it's sort of like, you know what's going to come in the next 2 months in your original, the first copy of your book. So I like that a lot. You know, until the 10th, and then you still have your 11 and 12. So your first 6 months is full 2 pages, but the rest of the 6 months is, you know, divided into a smaller portion of the book, of the pages. Okay, another thing they have is the full moon. As you can see, if you can see, it's really small, so you can see the full moon, you know. Okay, so that portion is interesting. Now the reason why I feel macam best, because because I almost never use the front. Not almost never, I don't use the front at all. Okay, it's intimidating. It, like, you need to really, you know, give your commitment to fill up this first portion. So I usually don't. I never do the last few years that I've had Jibun. So I find that this is friendlier in a way. So I have my dream 2021, I have my event, and I can choose not to write this, but I'm going to try this year to have some things written for the dream, and I'm going to commit to putting it down rather than just, you know, saying that I not going to do it, or if I don't write it down, I'm not going to do it, you know. So I feel that it's simpler and it's not so intimidating. It's just easier. Okay, you don't have that many columns that you need to fill in. All right, then just important events, and then you got a 100 wish list and some lists that, you know, you don't have to commit to, but maybe the first page you could come up with some type of list. All right, so I'm thinking of you could make, you know, one page is a book that you want to read, a list of things that you want to purchase for this year, you know, not just a dream, but you know, things that you feel that it's a must have, so you can put it inside here. I'm thinking of that. And then maybe books, yeah, maybe investment. I'm not too sure how. It's very individual and personal, I think. All right, then this is also better, because I find that since it's smaller, you don't have to really commit to something. Like, not every column, not every square must be you know, written down something. So I usually use this as not usually, actually I never use this. Okay, but this year I thought of starting. So this is Jibun Techo diary. So I may just keep the birthdays here, you know, but I don't feel that it's a must to have the month taken care in this month. I think the personal part of my life can be placed into these days. Okay. Birthdays, anniversaries, important dates for me to go do something, travel. Let's pray that we have travel. What are you doing? Creative Z. Oh, Far. I mean, don't buy Jibun. What the hell? Far just left the conversation. Yeah, you are not into Jibun this year, but listen, okay, you're a hobo person this year. All right, so these are the the monthly columns that you can actually decide on what you want to include. How the month is the day is started is by, like, for example, this is January, so you will see the first page of January like this. Okay, I have to figure out what are those things. I have not translated them. Yeah, I got home really late just now, so I've not really opened it. So you will see every time there's a new month, you've got all this. I need to translate this. He was saying that some of the things that you want to achieve, or maybe what you want to fulfill for that month, would be able to put here. You don't actually have to follow this. Okay, for example, if there's 3 birthdays, then you want to get you want to actually do send a present, or you want to send a message, you could actually just cancel it off and write down what you want to do. You can decide what are the main reminders for the month. All right, then after that, because this is so small, let me see if you can see that. So you can see the dates on the top. These are the dates. So you've got the 1st of January, it's a Friday. 1st of January, and it's a Friday. And then you can jot down what's the weather of that day. Okay, and then the moon is already here, stated. Okay, and then you can write certain things inside if you want to. Just a reminder of, your day. And then it's sort of the middle of the page. As you can see, the middle of the page, there's a time, and it's divided into 2. Okay, so but the date of the day is in the middle together with the time. So this is the 1st of January, and then those are the dates before, and these are the dates after. So it's just reminder of what is the date. And the difference is that you have 24 hours. The whole 24 hours is in one page. So the reason why he did this is so that we can keep track of our sleeping time. Yep. Okay, so based on that, you can put it in. Okay, so in this case, yeah, that's a very good question. The paper, this is thin paper. This is not Mio. This is thin paper. So it's the same paper as the Jibun Techo Diary. So it's the same. And it's very, very difficult to tear unless you go and poke it for no reason, Like, even if you want to put breads, you really need to make a hole, and then it will, it's a very strong paper actually. Okay. Sasha, yeah, you guys already decided on hobo. Just go ahead. I'm just talking here about Kokuyo. So it says that business still uses Mio paper. Yes, you're right, Nas. The business is still using the Mio paper. Okay, so I like this portion of making it into 2 portions, because you could somehow manage. You can put in your sleeping time here, and then you can note certain things on the other side. Or you can put a photo, what goes on that day or whatever. If you are doing planning, then it's slightly different, because planning means you need to write down, So you have more columns, right? If 8 o'clock and you wanted to write a little bit more, then you can write on this side, or you can write on this side. Or you can actually put all your schedule on this side, and just update, did it happen, or a photo of whatever that you have planned on this side, Yeah, so for example, you're going to a cafe in the afternoon for lunch, then maybe you can take a photo of the lunch and paste it on this side, Like, for example, I had lunch with Sivin a few weeks ago, few days ago, few weeks ago. So I could just write down. I had a lunch with her, and she gave me this, so I can just put it here. Or I received something from LC, then I can just say, okay, my kakuma is here. I'm going to take a photo of it and put it here. So it doesn't have to be a big photo. So this is a selfie printer. Okay. Shasha, but I do love the business layout. We'll consider it if Hobo doesn't work out. Yeah, a lot of people like business. I've never tried business. Jibun business is something that is more towards managing your work, but you can also still use in regards to your day-to-day and personal life. Asna Azli, by the way, that's my daughter. What do you think about Hobonichi Techo Day free? I think those who love Hobo will say, yay, it's a very good one. Okay, because Hobonichi Techo Day free is, I guess it's what it says. It's gives you more freedom to update whatever you want. Okay, right. So at the bottom it has, of course, again another small calendar, and then you can write anything at the bottom. So how you're feeling today. If you're happy, then you can write down what you're happy about. Is it the weather, is it the people, or whatnot. Yeah. And then I feel that the 24 hours is good, but at the same time, for people who uses Hobonichi, I think it starts at 5 a.m. So you could just write your sleep patterns, whether you're doing well or not. But starting at 5, it's a little bit more, it gives you more freedom to write down certain things. But it's just like a lot of people say that from 12 until 6 or 7 is just a waste of space. But for people who do wake up at night, or they are working shift or something, it would be a very good book for them to actually use. Okay, right. So the rest is the same. So the only thing is is differentiate from, this is Saturday, this is Sunday. See the colors. So you got Monday, Tuesday. Okay, and then you're going back to Saturday, which is that color just now. So Friday is the first because it's a chuti day. Then you got the Saturday and Sunday, so it will repeat the color Saturday, Sunday, like this. All right. So it's actually a very simple system. It's just how you use these two columns, and it's made simpler for me. I was not intimidated so much because you got the month, and there's no weeks inside here. There's no weeks inside here at all. If you want to go, you want weeks, then you got to go for Jibun Techo Diary or business. Yeah, or biz. Okay, and then the front is, is not as important as before, where you had too many like your habits and whatnot. Okay, right. So it goes on the same way all the way. See how simple it is. So what I'm interested most is that what I'm going to do with this too. Because even if I don't do the rest in the front, the listing and whatnot, I could still have something going on here. For example, if I want to talk about, because I like watching K-drama, so I could just, this portion would be updating about my K-drama, or where in the morning I have a lot of exercising, or my Quran reading, or then I could just refer it back to another. What's on the top? What do you mean on the top, Far? Here, on the top here. These are the dates. So it shows you it. I just repeat again. So what is the weather of the day, and it shows the moon, whether it's full moon or half moon or whatever, crescent. Okay, and then this middle is actually the date. So it just moves everything move, the date on that day it will be in the middle. Okay, so a reflection of the day is 24 hours of the day. So these are the dates. Yeah. What is that for? It's just to remind you, the above dates is just to remind you. That's what he said. It's just to remind you that actually, that's the middle of, middle pula. That's the date today, and just to remind you of the dates coming, So it does not reflect any specific other than it's a date. Oh, I see now. Okay. Okay, do you guys have any other questions? So it comes in 2 books. I love this yellow. It's just a very simple book. So it depends a lot on how you actually use it. So the person who actually created this, the Mr. Sakuma who created this, as he gets older, he has his children growing up older. So he doesn't have enough space on the Jibun Techo Diary or base to actually include the children's activity or school activity or outside of school activity, holidays or whatnot. It's and their achievement. For example, one of the children is walking today, so he wants to jot it down somewhere. It's a little bit confusing, but he said it's just the purpose is to show that actually the dates will just move. It's just dates actually. Yeah, but you just need to refer to the top of the top of the date, the time, so that you know that is the today's date. I find it confusing also, because when we started out, I didn't understand why you need to have so many dates there. You already have that date, this, and you still have that date. Okay, so it's slightly okay, right? So I would not refer to the date actually. I just refer to the big date. This is on the 5th. Okay. Right. Also have weeks, so that's quite good. You have the weeks here. As usual, Jibun Techo has weeks and whatnot. But of course, it's not made for Malaysia time. Malaysia holidays and whatnot, because it's Japanese. So they are trying. So they say to actually get it done for maybe country by country. Yep. Yeah, you're right. Exactly. I think it's like he said, he needs more reminder, like that week. Like for example, if you look at this is the whole week. So that week is 10th week 10. You got 8, 9, 10. So now you're not yet middle of the week, I guess. I don't know. So this is the 3rd day of the week, and then the rest is the future. So this is talking about the week itself, because you don't have your weeks with you. You get what I mean? Right? So she said the creator got older to other extra reminder. Yes, Nas. That's what the creator told me. Yeah, told us. Yeah, because he got older and he couldn't remember some of the things. So, yeah. On the top, that's the number of the days. If you can see that as it move, let me see. Let me show you. This is the 1st January. Sorry, 1st of January. That's day 1. Then it's day 2 of the year. So as you go along, that's day 100, for example. April 10th is day 100 of 2021. And at the bottom here, you will see the week 14. The blue is a Saturday, Far. and the rate is a Sunday. And if it's a public holiday to Japanese, not to us, if it's a public holiday, well, it's still a rate. Okay, then you will get a blue, which is a Saturday, and then this is a Sunday, and then the rest are grey. Okay, the rest are still grey. So it will still repeat on the top, the blue and the reds and the public holidays. Did he tell me why? For what? For the blues and the greys? I think it's just Saturday, Sundays. He wants to differentiate the Saturday and Sunday and the off day. I'm not off day, sorry, the public holidays. Such a noob. No lah, not a noob lah. Okay, so do you guys have any more questions? If not, then I'm going to share my Jibun. I think this paper I will like because the thin paper is very, very strong, but it does have its own problem. Okay, it does have its own problem, and I did highlight some things to the because we didn't have a good session with the designer. We didn't have a chance to actually raise a few questions, how we use our Jibun, I find that, but we were asked later to actually send them something so that they could get feedback, like the full feedback. Okay, right. So before I go to my current Jibun, anyone else have any question on this? I think for when I start off, I will show some of I will probably show some of the pages on my IG, but not all, because it's going to be a slightly more personal than my Techo diary. I'll probably highlight certain things, but once it gets done, then I would not post it back. Yeah, so yep, I like this yellow though. There was only red and pink left, I think, so nah, not pink. Yeah, this yellow is nice, right? This yellow is very nice. You buy, I buy. No lah, Fa is not buying. Yeah, I think a lot of people think Mio is better than thin, and I shouldn't say thin is better because I have not really tested Mio. I think because I don't like the base color because it's so boring. It's all on the top. So I have not tried. Maybe I don't know, one of the years we will probably try the base, because I think it's still Mio this year. It still uses Mio paper, but this thin paper is better than the year before, I think. The year before they had some problems of drying up. Any ink to dry up is quite difficult. Okay. Why don't you buy Hobo? Are you asking me or are you asking Charmaine? Not ready to commit. Okay, you're asking Charmaine. Okay. Yeah. Fa buy Hobo and Jibun. Hi, FIFA. Alright, so I do have another half an hour, and if you don't have any questions on the current days, on these days, I think I'll move to the Jibun, and once I start on this, I'll post it up. Okay, right. Both of you actually. Why I did not buy Hobo this year? I think I've showed to most of my friends. I think I bought it at the wrong stage of me starting journaling. I was quite new in journaling, so when I bought someone, Okay, wait. Naura, I'll answer your question. Is it can't wait to see your setup. Oh, okay. Since different layout before this, yeah. I won't show it so often because it's going to be, going to be a bit more personal. So you watch out because I won't update it too often. Okay, then it won't. It's difficult to update because it's very personal. Alright, yes, daughter want the hobo though. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. You go and friend with Farhana. Kak Farhana has hobo, so you can gang with her. Okay, so why I didn't buy hobo this year? Okay, the reason was when I started using hobo it was 2018. So when I started out, I didn't know what to do with it, but I fell in love with the cover. I fell in love with the paper. It was what's the name of the paper again? Oh my god, why cannot remember? Well, anyway. In the meantime, daughter can use soda cover. Nas, don't give ideas. Oh, she's more to the A5 person, okay? She's not a A6 person. So the paper was nice, everything was nice, so I did. But I couldn't finish it off. I just couldn't commit to the one page per day because it was A5. So then I just abandoned it. I felt guilty about it because it was so damn expensive. Okay. It's just not. I think I wasted my hobo entirely. I just got discouraged. I think it was just too much, too fast. So I was into TN and it was a big move to go into hobo. So once you go into hobo, then you got all these issues that comes with it, which is it has weeks, it has month, and it has days, and then it's so thick, and then every day you got to commit something. And I was already starting my I was starting my 5-year diary, which is some lines a day. So it was really difficult. I was having my TN, my hobo, and also this. So I got really distracted and didn't know what to do with it. So I abandoned it. So that's what happens. Far left the conversation again. Right, then after that, did I continue with hobo? Yes, I did. The year after, which is 2019, I bought this. Which is the soda water. Okay, and then I bought this, of course, because it's A6, and then I feel that I could handle it better. So I have not given this to my daughter. So this is actually for her birthday and for her notes for her. So I did it from A to Z until finish. Very proud of myself because it was so damn difficult. Okay, but this does not have any weeks inside, so it just have days. So it was manageable, and I was proud to finish this for Asna. Okay. But then I found Jibun, and I find it to be very good. So after that, I just thought I'm not gonna buy hobo again this year. So I totally don't want to, because I don't think I can commit. Okay. I think I would continue with Jibun for quite some time, but I am interested, like Nas say, to maybe try Jibun base one day, hopefully. Okay. But for now, Jibun, it is something that I'll probably keep for a while. Like TN, I'm not willing to let go. TN is something that I will always have. I will always buy. I would always dream to have. They always have some, and the paper is just really good. Yeah. So this is, Sivin, you have not tried Jibun. Then, well, yeah, that depends a lot on whether you feel that it's small enough or it's big enough for you. Yeah, FIFA. Yes, TN forever, TN for life. These are all the extras. Okay, these are all the extras. Okay, so let me just show you my 2020. Um, I think we have just another 20 minutes to go. So yeah, it's just, so what happens is that, let me see whether, okay, you can see this, right? I have none of my Jibun 2019 2020. I filled up the front because this is not personal, because my Jibun Techo diary is never personal. So it's not personal, but it's the just little piece and bits of my life, so that I could still post it up on Instagram. Okay. I think myself and Fahana Creative Z have our own what do you call that, planner Sakti. Okay, so we have our planner Sakti that contains every single personal things that you want to write. Hi Harulina, just joined, so I think you missed the first part of the live, which is about the Jibun Days. So I was explaining about the Jibun Days. Yeah, Buku Sakti, yes. Alright, so we have this, and then while he was explaining yesterday, I used this to just note down, I did try, I did write something for my habit, and that's it. I'm not a habit tracker type of person. If you have a Fitbit, and then that's it. You just you could go to your phone and see what's happening there, when it comes to your Fitbit. So you don't actually write it down here. And then I didn't even do the month, because I still feel it's intimidating. It's just too much of things, so I didn't want to do that. But I started in November. To actually move. So I was still trying to figure out. At this point, I've already sort of have, for lack of a better word, style. Okay, although I think I feel it's not really a style, but I got this thing going on that you can call it as a style, sort of. Okay, so these are this year. So you can see that actually the paper does well with calligraphy pen. Yeah, so this is Pilot 912. It's a flexible nib, so it really tortures the paper. And I'm very heavy-handed, so I tend to press my pen. This is actually the pen that I usually use. This is a calligraphy pen. And I really do press my pen quite hard. So you can see from here, it does not, leave that much mark. And also the ghosting is not really that bad, and it doesn't go, so you can see, you can't actually see the ghosting so much, right? And this is VersaFine. This is VersaFine. So it's sometimes you just need to wait for it to dry a little bit. So this is because I'm clumsy, so sometimes I just stamp and then so that's good. And of course I love MU, so every single MU that I use, every single page, almost every single page. These are Versa Magic, if I'm not mistaken. These are Versa Magic. So it's quite okay, the quality of the paper. I'm not too sure about Mio, but I think for thin paper it takes a lot of type of inks. And then let me see what else. This is not. Yeah, this is some of that. This is soramame. Yeah, I wanted to say that. These are soramame. Can you see? Soramame is very, very wet. So you have to wait for a while, but not as long as when before. I think in 2019, after I stamp it, I can't write on it immediately, and I cannot close the book, or else it will just smear on the paper. Okay. Right. So this is a mixture of I think this is Bande, and also, yeah, and this is what do you call this? Let me show you the ink. I think a lot of people have this, but not used very often. It's called Wink of Stella brush. So it's like that. Can you see it? So this Wings of Stella, you can actually color on Jibun and also on stickers. So I like that a lot. Okay, let's see. So this is another way of me. Usually when I'm going somewhere on a holiday, so what happens is that I would was when earlier this year we went to Belitung. I would write everything on my Jibun, but not on my TN yet. So I carry the TN just for, just to take photos, everywhere I go, just take a photo of TN at that particular area. But I basically don't write anything on that particular, on the TN itself. I just bring it along. But this is where I update everything so that I won't forget. Some people, they actually do it, and they actually do things during that period of time itself. But when I travel, I don't. I depend a lot on my Jibun to write down where I went, and then I could slot into another a plastic bag, not plastic bag, a plastic zipper bag that I can put everything inside. I also use the TN Pan Am because it has slots that you can slot in by date. So that's very nice. Okay. What's that? Tomo River. Yes, 2019 is Tomo River. Yeah, and I was trying to find that paper in regards to apa nama? Hobo. The paper for Hobo is Tomo River. Tomo River Hobo paper is 52 GSM if I'm not mistaken. So, but for Days and for this year tin paper is 52 GSM, but it's Kokuyo tin paper. So I don't know how that works, but never mind. Tomo River is a different ingredients. I mean ingredients from, Kokuyo paper. Okay, I think that's, yeah. Let's see what else do I have. Okay, and I also use Tombow Fudonosuke. So I like that a lot because it's very easy to use and it doesn't smear. It basically just like permanent marker pen that you can use, but it's still a brush pen, so that's quite nice. I think this is Iromoyo, Sashihata Iromoyo, so that's quite good. I like it a lot. It dries fast. One of the best ink for 2020. One of the best ink 2020. I think no one I met does not love Iromoyo. Correct or not? You guys love Iromoyo? Idola sangat. Aduh. Syah. So I think Iromoyo is really, really good. So I'm like at 4 Iromoyo right now, but I'm really trying to hold back myself. It's good on MD paper. It's good on tin paper. It's good on Hobo Nichi. I've tested it on Hobo Nichi. I've tested it on what do you call it? My Lactum. Is it called Lactum? Luctum? Okay. Anyway, this book. So this one also works. MD definitely it works. Okay, so this Shachihata Iromoyo is my favorite right now. It used to be Soramame. I love Soramame. I just like mix the colors. So that is also one of my favorite. Okay, so that's about all I think that I want to share about. Okay, wait, what is this? Okay, yeah, this is also Tombow. Every single writing here is from Tombow. So see how nicely the paper takes Tombow. But I've the designer was slightly surprised that the fountain pen is, you know, used quite a lot, and the paper is quite good for fountain pen. Again, I want to show you Iromoyo. This is partly on the plastic, yeah, on the plastic side of the Iromoyo. When I print it out, stamp it on, you know, some of it is stamping on the plastic, the PET, you know, so it's sort of smear, but it still maintains its, you know, somewhat original coloring. What is worth? Always reluctant to buy the Iromoyo. Charmaine, it's worth every cent. Yeah, I know. It is. It does. Okay, the only thing that the only thing that hold on, let me find it first. The only thing that I think the thin paper does not take if you splatter ink. So I did a ink splatter here, but although it's very just a little bit, because I was using what do you call those things, brush, the watercolor brush. Okay, you can see here, these are all ink splatter, my fountain pen ink splatter. So you can see here, and here, but it's not too friendly because you can see it's appearing on the other side. Some of it is appearing on the other side. Can you see it? Yeah. So if you have a puddle of ink, it doesn't work. It will just go, see? It will just go to the other side. See? But if it's small, it's still, you know, it doesn't show. So that's just a little downside, but it's not made for ink splatter. That's the portion that I wanted to say. This is quite new. I'll show you what I did also years ago. Not years ago lah, a few years back. One of the things that I did was, let me show you. This is oh my god, I cannot remember the name already. Koliro, or is it I can't remember the other name. Does anyone remember? If it's something like Koliro, but I can't remember the name that it was. Fine Tech, yes. So this is Fine Tech. Can you see? It's so good. Look at that. Nothing happens. And I wrote on it with a dip pen, and it did not tear. So this is one of the things that I tested on the paper. So I like that. I like doing the splatter, and I like feeling the ink on the paper. Yeah, even the stains doesn't work on the Mio. Yeah, I think so. The stains, it just spoils the paper, I think. It just you get really bad results. No, what I wanted to show here. No. Okay. Yeah, the rest is just almost the same. As long as I've also tested what do you call that, Fahana, Pilot Juice Up. Yeah, and I don't know which page I tried it, but it's very good, and it dries up very fast. Although it's considered a gel pen, isn't it, Fahana? Okay, so that's about all of my so I have 2018, 2019, 2020, and I'm going to use it for 2021. And then I'm going to add one more to my juice up. I'm going to add one more jibun to my next year's personal scheduling, which is the days. Okay, so this is the jibun side of my planning. So other than that, it's the TN normal, my TN. So this is the TN day to day. I will have 30 days of daily thoughts, events or whatever, every day is 2 pages. I will have my some lines a day, which is probably the easiest, I think, of my journal. I just need to take a whole week and just write it down, because this is a 5-year journal. I still do some decoration, and then I've not decided. Or my EDC, my everyday carry, is my MD. So I do write a lot inside here, which is chonting ideas, don't know, whatever. Okay, right. So I have like 6 more minutes to go. If you have any more questions, I'm actually very happy for this year's. I hope that it's not too much on my plate. Definitely, I'm very worried. Actually, the most worrying is whether I can actually do this as my personal planning. Okay, so hopefully I can survive this, since I think I know better, slightly better than before. Desk tour, I did desk tour, I think like 2018, 2019 once. So okay, we'll see what we can do lah, Shasha. Longer life cannot lah, 1 hour only lah. Can we do longer than 1 hour? I didn't even know. Not a question, but that rabbit is cute. Okay, no, you cannot have it, Asna. It's mine. It's for my pen. Okay, right. Thank you for listening to my blabbing on my jibun, what I've chosen. So I'm like slightly nervous on only this. The rest is I'm okay. Hopefully I can keep it up. It's something that I told some of my friends on my weekly Zoom journal, the Zoom journal jam, that I won't forgive myself if I cannot finish at least my 5-year journal. I will survive until 2023. Okay, 5 years. Yeah. So hopefully, so thank you so much. I guess there's no more questions. Thank you so very much. I think I have like 14-15 good friends for 1 hour listening to me blabbing. Okay, so I hope you have decided your planning and whatnot. How long do you spend every day for journaling? Depends a lot on my day. Sometimes I don't even sit at my table if I'm too busy at work. Thank you. Just found your I love your work. Please, thank you so much. Be one with all. Wow, that's a very nice Instagram handle. Thank you so much. So I hope that you find your own journaling system next year. The whole, whether it's hobo, jibun, or loitem, or moleskin, or TN, for that matter. Some just have one and that's it. So don't worry about what other people think. Just make sure that you are happy with your journaling. And if you're not, and you can afford it, just chuck it away. You're welcome, everybody. Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone. Just nice timing. It's already, they're starting the fireworks. Thank goodness. Right. Bye.